Hi everybody, this is Terry from Rambles of a Texas Craft Room, and what I'm going to ramble about today is a Father's Day card. You know, Father's Day is coming up really quickly and everybody needs to make Father's Day cards. I unfortunately do not need to make one. My dad passed many years ago, and it's a sad day for us, but you know, it's not as hard as it used to be. I'm not married, so I don't celebrate Father's Day with my children. I have two twin boys who are 32. Neither one of them have children. So the closest I have is my son-in-law. And my son-in-law lives in Louisiana, which is not close to me. So I don't see him usually on Father's Day. So I really don't celebrate the holiday. But I am going to make a card for those of you who are lucky enough to have a great father in your life. Okay, this is what we're going to make. I have never used the cuddle bug so much. There are 6 different cuts that I use the cuddle bug for just to make this one very simple card. So I was really surprised. When I looked at it, I went, wow, it's a simple card, but it really isn't. Okay, we're going to use the cuddle bug for several things, and we're going to use it a little bit differently than what I normally use it for. On the outside is I have a cut. I'm going to get all these so I can show you what I used. Okay, this is the Spellbinder's Nestabilities, which is what I use for the mat. And then for this little king here, I use the Civics folder. It's a Tim Holtz, and when I cut it, I just trimmed it out to be this size. And we're gonna glue that right on the mat. Okay, and then right here it says Happy Father's Day, and I used a little. This is from Provo Craft. It's just a little oval, which I'm going to put some ribbon on the side, and we're just going to stamp it with black ink. This says Happy Father's Day. Okay, and that's going to go on the front, but on the inside, this is where the surprise is. This is where we put the embossing. Normally I would emboss and put that on the front, but this time we're going to emboss the inside, and it just says thank you. And then down at the bottom I used another, this is an MDF little tiny flower. We're pretending it's like a star though for the dad, but I thought it turned out really cute, and it's just going to say thanks Dad on the inside. And of course this is a cuddle bug folder that just says thank you. And no, I'm sorry, this is not a cuddle bug folder. I think this is actually Sizzix. I'm sorry, this is a Sizzix thank you, which I love this. It really makes a great thank you card, but it's just a little different to put the embossing on the inside. It'll be sort of a surprise. And then this is another sign, which I don't even know where this came from. I've had it for a very long time, and it kind of makes like a Las Vegas sign. That's what it's really for. But I just use it all the time for just a real simple sign, and it just says I love my dad on the inside. Well, let's get started. It's a real simple card to make. It did take a lot of pieces though. It was more than I thought. It kind of surprised myself. Okay, let's set this aside and let's get started. Okay, I've already went through the cuddle bug and did all my pieces, so this way it'll go a little faster. I am using the 3-in-1 glue. You can use whatever you like, and we're going to start on the outside. And here is my cut. And I've used coordination paper. I love this paper in the cuddle bug. It just does really well. And there is a textured side and there's a smooth side. If I'm stamping, I'm going to use the smooth side, and if I'm not, like this, I like to use the textured side. And this is just a regular A2 card. Here we go. And we're just going to put that there. And we're going to take him, we're going to put him up a little bit on pop dots, if you can tell, just a little bit, or just some foam tape. And we're just going to use a couple of those. And I wanted to tell you on this foam tape, I have a little secret I was going to tell you if I could figure out what I did with it. On the, because this foam tape is white and sometimes you can see it from the, if I'm going to put it on the edges, I'll show you what I used instead of this white foam tape. Let me get this tape off and I'll show you on the other one. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're just going to fit it right in the middle. Fold it down. It gives it just a little bit dimension. This is not really very thick, so it doesn't give it a lot. You can double it if you like, but I wanted just a little bit. Okay, now this one, let me show you what I'm going to do. Well, here it is. Can't find my block. Here's my block. Okay, I'm going to put the Father's Day. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to pop this up. Now this one has a textured side and a non-textured side. I'm going with the non-textured side. I just think it stamps better, and the color's the same. It's just the texture. Okay, and it says Happy Father's Day. Now we're going to put a little bit of ribbon, and all I'm going to do is take this ribbon to however you want. I'm going to trim it off, and I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue just to adhere it together. Okay, it's just going to give it a little tail. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Kind of make them about even. That looks about right. And I'm going to put just a little dab inside to hold it closed like that. There we go. Now I'm going to put it on the bottom, but I'm going to use this tape. Now this is right here, it's just weather stripping. And what my clue is about this is this time of the year, Walmart and other places are getting rid of their weather stripping because whatever didn't sell, they're not going to hold it over. They're starting to get rid of it. This is a perfect time to buy this. I bought this at Walmart. It was a great big roll, about that big, last year for like $2. And it's just amazing because there's no chemical on it. There's nothing. It's just foam. And it is only, it's not double-sided. It is only on one side. But here's the trick. You don't really need it on two sides. You can use your 3-in-1 glue to glue right there, and it's perfect. Now see, that's going to poke up a whole lot. If you don't want it quite that thick, because it's pretty thick, it's, you know, 1/2 inch thick, I just take it and I just cut about half of it off, just like that. And then I put my glue, and now you won't be able to see it. It's black pop-up, and I'm just going to put it right there. And see, you won't be able to see it because it's black. See, on this one it's already dry. You can't really see it because it's black. Now I do have to, sometimes I want it that thick. Sometimes I'll cut just a little tiny square of it, and I want it that thick. And it is, but it is only sticky on one side. You'll need some wet glue to put on the other side. But like I said, I bought this for $2. It was a huge roll like that. And so this year I'm looking again. They're starting to mark them down, and so I'll start looking for them again. Okay, so there's our front. Now we're going to work on the inside, and this is where we're going to put our oh, my glue is stuck. Where we're going to put our embossing. And like I said, normally the embossing you would put on the outside, but it looks kind of neat on the inside. It's something they're not expecting, and it's not too thick to put on the inside. It's fine to put on the inside. It's really quite nice actually on the inside. And this is like 5 1/4 by 4 to fit on the inside. There we go. Now we're going to use this side. Now this is that little sign that I made, and because I'm going to stamp on it, I am just going to hey, let's go ahead and stamp it before I put it on there in case I mess up, because sometimes you do that and then you get it in there and you mess up and then you've got a problem. Let me get my, okay. So it's better if you mess up, you can fix it before you ever glue it in. And I'm just going to stamp I heart my dad. Now if you want, you can take this and put it in there and then put another one there for you to write on. Okay. That way you can, otherwise you have to use a white pen to write on this black. Okay. And we're just going to put this right in the middle. Now, because this thing does come with the, it comes with all kinds of different, it comes with stars and these little, but I didn't do all that. I thought it just looked good just with the sign. Okay, now let's put the thank you dad on the inside. And how we're going to do that is we're going to stamp this. And I'm going to use a 1/2 inch, whoops, a 1/2 inch circle punch, just to, because we don't need this whole, the whole piece. I just want the part that says thanks dad. So I'm going to just pop it out. It says thanks dad. And fit it in there the best you can. And I got these stamps at, I think I got them at Joann's. It's just a small package. And it had a lot of dad stuff in it. I think it had a mom in it too. Okay, and then we're going to put that right here in the middle. And then once again, we are going to pop it up just a little bit, not much, just a tiny little bit. Take this. And it's a little too, so I'm just going to trim it off just a little bit. There we go. And we're going to put a little bit of that glue right there in the middle. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. And it just says, "Thanks, Dad." There it is. And there's our card. Isn't that adorable? And I know it's a lot of pieces. Just use what you have. Use whatever you like. Now, I ordered these from Sizzix, from the outlet store, so you can get them. They weren't very expensive. I got a jack, a queen, and a king. So I can do the queen for Mother's Day, and a jack for my brother because he's a jack, you know what. So we could do all of those. But my brother doesn't have any children either, so I can't send him a Father's Day card either. And just use whatever you have. You don't have to use exactly what I use. Use whatever spellbinders or whatever mat you cut off your Cricut. And just use whatever you like on the inside. If you want to do thank you, you can do something else. I have lots of Cuddlebug folders that have a scene on them. They have flowers or something. It would be cute on the inside too, and then just cut you another mat to write whatever you want on it. It could be really cute. But anyway, there it is. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you have a wonderful Father's Day and that you have a fantastic father. My dad was a great man, and it was so sad to lose him at the very early age of 62. So he died a long time ago, but it was really quite sad. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and stop by my blog at Ramblings of a Texas Craft Room and see what we're rambling about over there. Usually it's something fun, something to do. So please stop by and see us. And thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.